So this is the big Cenat incident.
Insane video in right now of a social media influencer giveaway gone wrong. A massive mob swarming a busy New York City park, overtaking the streets and clashing with the cops.
That's so many
All to meet
people.
popular
Holy shit.
YouTuber Cenat, who promised to
I mean, close.
cops. All to meet popular YouTuber Cenat.
Cenat.
That is funny. It is funny.
Who promised to give out free PlayStations, computers, and gift cards. Video from the scene shows crowds setting off fire extinguishers in anticipation of his arrival.
Nice.
And police dragging away members of the crowd. And when got on the scene,
I mean, you think this is bad, but remember, this is New York. This is just a part of living.
Anarchy intensified. Fans surrounded his car, blocking him from leaving. Ka was forced to speed away with people clinging onto his roof and chasing him down the street.
Dude, that's so insane, because if someone gets an injury, they're just suing him straight up. That and since this is an official Cenat event, they're probably winning. Man, those people who were clinging on the car and waiting to get an injury, they the smart ones, honestly.
Seemingly without having given anything away.
Wait, so nobody got a PS5?
Literally scammed.
Wait, so did anybody actually get a PS5 though?
Scam.
One guy got a PS5. Okay.
Injuries or arrests.
And maybe they should put Kai in jail, man. That's fucked up. That's a scam.
True.
Police are urging people to avoid the area. Okay, so Tyrus, when you saw this happen, did you have any idea this was a YouTube giveaway?
Oh my God.
No, and it just looked like a riot. And this is, every time I hear the cringe word influencer.
Thank you. I fucking hate that shit too. The reason why I fucking
Shut
hate
up,
the
you're
word
an
influencer is because I feel like it robs people of their autonomy.
You have
It's
no
like
autonomy.
now these are no longer adults that are in control of their actions. Now it's like this person is like a mind control wizard. Nah, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Nah, you are.
What did you influence? You influenced the riot. Like they give away stuff. This was all for media attention to get a bunch of likes or follows on his YouTube.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is what happens when you give away free things. The worst people show up. And we saw this in the pandemic with free money. Like every time anything.
That's so true.
You know, there's a phrase in sales. It's called ABC, always be closing, and it is impressive for this dude to sneak that in just like that. Like y'all got to admit, like that was some really slick shit. To just get it right in there. Just some little. Let me bring in my agenda item that has nothing to do with this.
It's free.
I love it.
This is what happens. And when high-marked items like PlayStation 5, which because of the pandemic, because of our great transportation czar, you couldn't get anything. And PlayStation sat on boats for almost
I thought it was because of microchips.
2 years. So if you go into any store to get one for your kids, you can't. You have to order them as a back order. Right? So this is a high-value item, and it brought out the worst. And this is what happens. And all I could do was watch it. I was like, man.
By the way, on Real Talk, you need to understand, when people see something like this happen, people who don't know what's happening but have bad motives will always take the opportunity to cause stuff, okay? This is just how real life functions. If something like this spontaneously happens, there's always going to be people like that. There is almost no way to avoid it, especially if you're a Cenat fan.
Please don't let it be us that acting a fool and flipping cars, and then I'm watching the video and I'm like, damn it, it's us again. Like we just.
You mean Fox News fans?
Yes. Gutfeld's right there.
People on the five.
Martha, you are a big YouTuber. You
big Cenat fan.
Big fan of Cenat.
I'm one of his 5.5.
Nice.
The way they say it, it makes me think that it's like the Russian word for astronaut. Straight up.
500,000 followers.
Did you have any idea?
The Russian word for astronaut is almost. Oh no! It actually, it starts with a K. Actually, true.
The power of Cenat.
Not until about 7.5 minutes
Oh, it's actually
ago.
close, yeah.
When I dug in and did some research, I watched some of his videos. He's 21 years old. He's younger than my kids.
Okay.
And he was, doing an interview. And one of the main topics of the interview is the benefits and drawbacks of fake it till you make it. Right?
No
So I'm
drawbacks,
thinking,
all the good
what does
stuff.
he actually do? So I looked up some of his videos, and he's mostly sitting on really fancy cars, showing off his clothing, his fashion forward clothing. He's holding key fobs in his hands to prove that he has all these amazing cars. It's not incredible.
I feel like that's not really like what he does. Usually he just stands in his room and like somebody goes, they like drop this on the ground and like, whoa, right? He goes ape shit, goes all around the room, goes crazy. And then they go and they fucking burn down their house.
I mean, say what you will, it's stupid. But the thing is, Cenat's fans are the majority like 12-year-olds. And that's real effective for 12-year-olds. Have you ever tried to, do anything with a kid? My nephew doesn't want to do any work. But suddenly when you start screaming, oh my god, amazing, when he does work, he fucking loves it and suddenly work's fun. Kids love screaming. And guess what? Kids are the best way to become Mr. Beast. Without them, you can't actually become a Mr. Beast. Literally, you take away Mr. Beast's kids' audience, he has maybe 10 mil subs. It's life. It's just how the game works. If you want to succeed, kids.
They burn down their fucking house. He just screams, yeah, it's fucking funny. I'm gonna be honest. I do. I think it's fucking funny. There's something wrong with me. Because whenever I saw them shooting Roman candles at each other in their own house...
Dude, that was hilarious, but I wish someone would die and burn down the house. Hey, for each different priorities. That would have been the funniest thing, though. Live and learn, it's called.
Thought it was funny. Now, obviously, it's their own house, so it's like, I mean, what's wrong with that? But this is different. Loud is funny? I don't know. I think it's funny.
It is funny if you take it in the small.
I'm an older guy now, right? I'm in my 30s.
Yeah.
But I can still remember back in the day whenever...
Literally hitting the wall, by the way. It happens.
I wish so much I would be able to do shit like that, yeah.
Deep in terms of what he's influencing out there. But this is, I agree with Tyrus. It's like, why are we giving stuff away? I mean, why...
Wait, actually, I'm 30, and not even a month ago we got drunk and trespassed in a... what's it called? Oh, the ships. The ships park, Not the place for tourists, though. Hey, you always have time to do fun stuff.
Is this beneficial to society? This is a mess waiting to happen from the get.
I love how, like, what is the angle here? The problem is because he was giving away free PS5s? Like, what a stupid way to look at it. Like, why are we giving away free... Well, I mean, let's say he wasn't. Let's say he just... Like, if he wasn't giving away free PS5s, he was just taking pictures with people, or he just scheduled a meetup for all of his fans to show, like, how powerful Cenat community is. I feel like this video would still happen. But, like, so like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just, like, I feel like this is just a hobby horse for them to talk about, like, why... like COVID unemployment like benefits were bad. Like, it just seems so stupid.
And we give too much away actually in this country.
Like
There's
our hearts.
too much free stuff that is going out there, and maybe it would be better if everybody sort of earned what they wanted to buy.
Yeah.
So, Kennedy, you've seen some of these things. You saw it in the Arab Spring.
I love how it just has nothing to do. The best part is like how it just has nothing to call it. Yeah, of course, right? As I said, APC, man, always be closing. Yeah, this is Sony's fault. They did this.
You saw Black Lives Matter. You've seen the anti-Trump protests. This looks a little different than those things, but also, I mean, the same amount of people
Well, unfortunately, the same thing can happen because, as we see with riots, they build and build and build, and the crescendo is what's so dangerous because...
Well, you got to keep in mind, I say this before, I say it again, a lot of the people that go to fuck shit up at these places are there because they want to fuck shit up.
Yep.
They don't care about the cause, they don't care about the people, they don't care about the event. They want a smokescreen.
He's literally just reiterating my point I made not too long ago. Asmon, please.
For them to fuck shit up.
You have people
That's why
who
these
are
events are
watching
fun,
this
though.
on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
They have FOMO, so they rush to the scene. They try and get there.
Exactly.
And
Exactly. Yes. 100%. It's not even about Kai. It's about being at the place where the thing is happening.
More people show up, the later it goes, the dumber people get. And my worry is that,
True.
you know, there are
She's
kids.
right.
It's the middle of summer. A lot of kids are unsupervised right now.
Yep.
They're just screwing around. And I worry that someone is going to get seriously hurt. And all these influencers
should've
are
had a
trying
permit.
to do is show they can pull
Nice.
a crowd. They just want to show that they can create a massive scene, that they've got so much clout and so much pull.
It worked, by the way. That's the funny thing, is that it did work.
Yeah. But it was expected. Free
worked.
shit.
Yeah, it did.
And, you know, as Tyrus would say, this is the flex for them to show that they can get a ton of people in one place and create utter chaos.
Yeah.
Just because people are so excited to see them. And that's a win. That
True.
is what victory looks like when you are an influencer.
Yeah, I mean, you used to have the Beatles. You know, they used to go on top of the roof.
Is he gonna? I saw a video where Hassan was talking about it on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh no, dude, like a store owned by like a 60-year-old got robbed. They robbed him." And Hassan was like, "Oh, who cares about that guy? It's just a little bit of Doritos. It doesn't look like that's gonna be covered here." But that was hilarious.
Roof, and they used to play music, and people used to swarm around, but that was actually a performance.
Amazing.
This guy's just throwing around the PS5.
Well, that's the thing. Apparently, only one dude got a PS5, and yeah, Jesse is right.
That's
like, not
hilarious.
plural, not PS5s. A PS5. One dude got one. That's it.
Oh, Jesse
Before
Waters, you can see
Steve
it
Call
there.
Harold gets involved here. This isn't even about him. He was offering something that everybody wanted, PlayStations.
Yeah.
Scott Baio could have came back today.
Nah, I think it was about Kai. I do. I think that if
Oh yeah, that's definitely true.
some random ass person had done this,
It would be
I don't
smaller.
think that you would have had the same type of event. I think it was the PS5. I would say like is 80-20. Like it's 80% Kai, 20% the PS5s.
And said, I'm going to give away
Yeah,
PlayStation.
it's like no, Kai Cenat definitely. I mean, Kat Cenat can definitely draw in a crowd. That's like definitely like, dude. If you have multiple millions of subscribers and whatnot like that, yeah, you can draw a crowd, especially in a place like that.
His computers downtown, the same mob would have showed up. That's
I
the
don't
thing.
think
It's
so.
not
I
him.
don't think so.
Be
Because-
respectful to
You mean Chachi?
Scott Baio.
And I think he can still do it. He's still in charge. But
That,
the point
that's
is,
just cope.
Very
the point
much
is,
so, Tyrus, very much so.
that's the thing. The illusion is him. It's not him.
Right.
Because once he showed up and didn't have what they wanted him in a different way.
Yeah, I mean, if I showed up promising PS5s and I didn't have PS5,
Well, I think these people are just trying to say hi. Like, I don't think they're trying to, like, bro, if people were mad at Kai, they'd be breaking the windows. Nobody's trying to break the windows or fuck with the car. Like,
I mean, they probably did try to break the windows, if I'm being completely honest. That probably did happen.
really, like, I mean, the thing is, if you were pissed off, no, think about it. Like, then why aren't any of the windows broken? Why is nobody trying to hit the car? Yeah, they love them.
I mean, do you honestly think that car is not reinforced in some way? I mean, if you think those are not bulletproof windows, you have not been paying attention.
Well,
it'd be in some trouble.
Is that him
So-
standing up in that truck? I'm trying
I mean, he handed out
Probably,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So ordinarily, when you do, I want to just when you do something like this, you got to have permits if you're going to draw this kind of draw this many people. We've had someone in the network already saying.
I thought about it, but at some point we saw, like, you know, a line of cops. Not just, like, a cop or two cops, but a line. And the only way you get that many cops, like, in a location like that is if there is something, right? Like, if he didn't have a permit for this, I would be honestly mind blown.
Saying that the freedom to assemble is a freedom to assemble as long as you walk through you satisfy certain requirements. People who don't generally are rioting, and those are the people that should be held accountable by the law. Two, this says a lot about us too. I think your point, both you and Tyrus, both you and Martha, saying about how all of us are saying how people want free stuff.
Oh God, are you fucking kidding me, man?
What did
he
really
say? Gonna go back to this shit.
I was watching the car.
Oh my God, it's like.
What did he say?
How do you have such an easy W with this video, and then you turn it into some bullshit?
I mean, the video was honestly bullshit from the start. I wouldn't call anything here a dub, honestly, but that's okay.
Like, God damn.
What did he
people
say?
Want free stuff. Like, what do you mean?
Did he say he doesn't
this
want
is crazy?
free stuff?
I mean, our value system is a little warped here. We would all show up for PlayStation 5s. I mean, it's different going to see the Beatles.
Yeah, imagine what people...
Fuck, if I was a millionaire, I would show up for a free PlayStation 5 just so I can take it from someone who doesn't have it. Jeez, it's not complicated here. If you don't need it yourself, you're gonna go to that event just because you want to be an asshole. It's super easy stuff.
Show up for Jesus? Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Or going to see Hammer show up for PlayStation 5s. I mean, it's different going to see the Beatles, or going to see Hammer, or going to see LL, or going to see Bobby Brown. Every little.
I don't know. I think this is just boomer talk. Honestly, nothing else. It's just a big event. It's a news network. What is this, Fox? I assume it's Fox. The 5. Isn't that a Fox thing? You know, every news network is going to cover this in some way, shape, or form, and they don't honestly know what to say about it. Because this is not because this event doesn't fall into like any real category that you could like, well, anything that really is a category. This is like a thing that's, you know, an event of one of a kind. So they don't really have anything to say. So all of this is just going to be boomer talk on pretty much any network, I assume.
Step to the Rona. Going to see that for free is a very different proposition. But I hope.
And by the way, the same shit happened. Like, I remember, it was at Auditorium Shores, this is like 2011 or some shit, and the Strokes played a free concert.
The who?
And you know what happened? Some stupid, crazy shit happened. There were like 10,000, 30,000 people there. Shit was getting fucked up. People got their shit broken into. It was not good.
I mean, America is a shithole at the end of the day. There's literally nothing you can do about it. Americans gonna American.
It's about free.
Well, we're getting a report right now that this guy Cenat has been arrested by NYPD.
He wasn't
haven't confirmed it yet, but those are the reports, Martha.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
I already know this. He wasn't arrested. The cops just escorted him out because, well, obviously, who else are you gonna escort out? You know, if not him.
I mean, you know, it reminds me of, you know, and you're right to make this distinction. Some of these kids just went down there. They're not bothering anybody. Other people, there were reports of hitting police. We see so many scenes of people who think that they're giving away everything free at Gucci and in the drugstore. And throwing stuff, you know, in the back of bags and running away with it. So, you know, there's a lot of out of control behavior, and I think Harold's right. I mean,
they're talking about this like this is not every day in New York. Like, you go on Twitter, every single day, there's a new video of people stealing literally tens of thousands from a store in goddamn broad daylight. It's amazing.
I think it goes to sort of an undercurrent in
society.
Yeah,
I think that's true. You know, I just think it's important to understand that, like, not every person that goes to something like this is a bad actor. And I think it's important to, like, distinguish so, like, you know who the actual bad actors are, rather than just being like, yo, anybody that's here is bad. Like, it's so disingenuous and lazy.
Wait, does anyone have a feeling like that's where they're going with this? That they're just saying every single person here be bad? I don't have a feeling that that's actually like what they are trying to convey. They're just kind of conveying, yeah, that this shit kind of happens and it should be the expected outcome, honestly, right?
Is unnerving and unsettling to all of us.
So now this guy's going to have a mugshot, and he's got this Talk about clout, Kennedy.
Yeah, I don't think he's upset about this at all. I think, wearing the little silver bracelets today is the cherry on his Friday, Sunday, and he's good with it. Now,
Oh, yeah, he's probably
I remember
happy.
in 1991, I was very excited to go to the Sunset Strip and see a little bit of hair metal. You know who pulled up? And red convertible Lambo? MC Hammer.
Ooh.
And you know what happened? He was mobbed by everyone, metal fans, hip hop fans. He was mobbed by everyone on the street. I've never seen a person with a bigger smile on his face.
He loved it.
He seemed so happy to have touched off that moment. And I was like, please, Hammer, don't hurt him. He's like, this doesn't hurt at all. This feels so good. And unfortunately, that is the effect that he's going for. But
yeah, but it's like, again, that's not trying to start a riot either, right?
Safe. Don't be dingbats. It's not worth it.
I mean, he definitely... I don't think he wanted to start the riot, but at the same time, I have a strong suspicion there were some people telling Kai that this is gonna probably end poorly. But were those words heeded? No, that's a different question.
Can't touch this.
I think that it's kind of annoying that, like, you have media and people like this that, like, they have an agenda. They have, like, a perspective that they're going to use. And so it's more important for them to use this as, like, a...
Asmongold,
this is like a vehicle for them to push their perspective or push their agenda rather than actually talk about the event or, like, have any real, like, commentary on it. It's kind of boring. It really is.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I expected.
Oh, is that it?
Is there news places still reporting on it? Yeah.
Nah.
It's like, it makes me wonder, like, because Twitch, as I said, it puts Twitch in a bad position. Because, like, Twitch is in a way
Why? Why does it put Twitch in a bad position? These people don't know even Twitch exists. They're gonna call him a YouTuber no matter what, bruh. How does it put Twitch in a bad position? They already called him a YouTuber.
responsible for this, because, like, they, Kai is a partnered streamer, and, like, they obviously know who he is. They probably had people watching the stream, letting it happen, and the fact that it was streamed was like a force multiplier for the amount of people that were going to go there. So
did they stream it? I didn't see a single video, like, from Cenat's perspective on Twitter. Interesting. They could have streamed it. I would be surprised if they didn't stream it, honestly. But I didn't see a single video from that perspective.
Like, it does make them look bad, and so, like, I don't know what Twitch is gonna do.
Twitch is gonna do nothing.
Twitch mind control? Oh, they didn't mind control him. Like, he acted on his own, but he's still on their platform, right? Let's read some of these. World's completely gone. There's no punishment for breaking the law. Well done, Joe. Who gives a fuck? Is handing out free books, work boots, job applications, your Father's Day card, nothing's happened. This is obviously racial. What the fuck is this? You're giving away books. Nobody showed up. What's this here? Tyrus is speaking the obvious truth. Nobody else would be able to mention. Imagine if the community put this much effort into getting jobs. Yeah, it's just, again, it's just like fucking some weird ass shit, man. Would it be any different if just ex-celebrity was handing out autographs? No, I don't think so, but, like,
it would be, though. It would be. Cenat did. Cenat did get a huge crowd, but stuff like this spreads on the street like real fast. Oh wait, here, guy giving out PS5s. That's how it happens. There's a bunch of people waiting at first, and then there's out like, hey, what's happening? This crazy motherfucker gonna give out 100 PS5s for free, and it's like, and then word spreads around, and everyone who is bored at that point, or doesn't have anything to do, or literally lives nearby, guess where they go? To the free PS5s. That's where they go. It is what it is.
I don't know. Isn't really, what's this here? It wasn't really streaming on Twitch. He did most of the streaming on Instagram. Well, like, wherever he did it, I mean, obviously, like, you got to look at it from, like, their perspective, right? Like, if you're Instagram, like, guaranteed people will try to file civil suits against Kai. Guaranteed. And they will name these companies in the civil suits. Abso-fucking-lutely. And it makes them look bad because advertisers don't want to be advertising on a platform where people...
Okay, I don't know how civil suits happen exactly, but why the fuck do you... If you're civil suing Kai for whatever reason, why would you need to name Instagram? It doesn't make sense.
People are saying that riots are happening on there. And again, I'm not saying it was a riot, but I'm saying people are saying that. And that's what advertisers care about. Advertisers don't care about what's true. They care about what people are saying.
Advertisers don't care about it being a riot. What does that... Not a single advertiser cared about, their ads being put on Al-Qaeda beheading videos. Before any, the media started actually complaining about it. The advertisers don't care about anything as long as no one's actually saying, hey, you're supporting this by putting, they don't care.
So yeah, it's bad publicity. It is unironic. It's not this good publicity is bad publicity, etc., or bad publicity is good publicity. No, this is not for Twitch. It's not good for them at all.
Why Twitch again, though?
Yeah, I think they're in a really bad position. Permits are needed for a reason. He should have had a permit. It was a mistake not to have a...
I don't believe he doesn't have a permit, or didn't have a permit, right? Like, come on! There's no shot. Why are there so many police officers if there's no permit? They knew it's gonna happen.
Permit. I don't know. Is there anything else really for me to say about this? I feel like we kind of covered everything. Like, let me think about this real quick. Read a few more. How people make $50 million still have the motivation to do this shit? It's fun. That's it. When a teen pushes a white person, it's just about... Let's not make it about, like... Stop fucking, like, what is this fucking race shit? Like, just...
Oh, come on. Swallow the pill. Swallow the bullet, my dude. Come on, talk about it a little bit.
Fucking stop. Just fucking... Just
don't
Jesus
take the
Christ,
easy way out every time. Talk about it.
Holy fuck. Get off the fucking internet. Deserves perma ban. There should have never been. Dude should have never been famous. You could say that about a million people. Hope Kai realizes how much of an impact he has, can learn from this. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, even if he gets banned on Twitch, he goes somewhere else, right?
Wait, did he or did he not stream on Twitch, though? I mean, also, is Twitch gonna ban him for what kind of guideline breach are we talking about here if Twitch bans him? Because he's just out, out and about. He didn't create a riot, it just happened around him. Do people get randomly banned if there's like a shooting sound or something on Twitch? It's kind of tricky to actually ban him,
For sure. That kid getting his head through a car window was kind of insane. Yeah, it is. I hope the
I would try the same thing, by the way.
New York citizens are happy to see that because they're going to be paying for the fucking lawsuit that's going to follow that.
Why would the New York citizens have to pay for the lawsuit? Aspen, please, you're just literally spewing random bull at this moment. What is the kid gonna do? Sue the city of New York because he tried to get in Kai's car? How does this work?
Advertisers don't actually care. They want many eyes on their ads as possible. Well, then why don't they advertise on porn sites?
They would if no one called them out for it. They 100% would. Without question. They would. No questions asked. They would instantaneously advertise that if no one called them out for it.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. So you're in the middle of... So you're in the middle of a large group throwing things at police and that's not a riot? No, I mean, of course that's bad.
No, that is called a riot.
Of course it's bad. Like, what do you...
Wait, what are actually the parameters of something being called a riot, though? Because there's probably like a legal definition for that, which I have no clue what it is. But I'm assuming throwing shit on the cops is probably a good start.
Like, I don't think that, like... I feel like the entire idea of like...
Oh, wait, was that Fox News? I'm assuming it was Fox News. Yep, Fox News.
I feel like the entire idea of like... I feel like there's a lot of intellectual dishonesty that surrounds categorizing it in one way or another way. Does it really matter if it was a get-together or a riot? Because we can both agree that there were a lot of people there that didn't do anything wrong, and there were some people there that did something wrong and they should be in jail. So, like, why is it important for you to make this distinguishment? It's semantics, yeah. Like, what are we talking about? I don't care what the fuck you call it. Yeah. What kind of permit would you have to have? I don't know, actually. I have no idea.
Oh, fuck, I actually heard that somewhere. I know the name, but I have heard it. Like a permit for a public demonstration or something like that. I don't know, it's vaguely in that direction. Of a permit for a public gathering demonstration or something like that it should be. Because there is a permit for that.
Like, I've never had to do something like this.
And you never will.
If you're at Walmart and a riot happens around you, are you also guilty? Chat's so dumb. Yeah, true. Marketers do care about PR. Yeah, for sure. He knew and hoped it would be like a movie. I'm the told main characters. Yeah, but he thought it was a movie, but I don't think he thought it was going to be Gangs of New York or fucking World War Z. Like, I thought, like, he thought it was going to be a movie, like, you know, like, I don't know, just some cool movie where everybody is there and, you know, I don't know, like, what would be a movie like this? I'm not even sure, but, like, a game time? Yeah, it'd be like a sports movie or something. Yeah, Footloose, yeah.
Okay. I think that's pretty much it. Anyway, this was Cenat. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.